Hello everybody and welcome back to Supermarket Simulator. So we are almost level 56. As I said, I've leveled it up a little bit. So, well, basically I've worked my way through level 55. I think it's been 2 days I've done off camera and lots of restocking as well. And that's basically got us from the beginning of level 55, which is where I think we were, up to where we are now. So I think another day open should get us level 56, which will give us another license to get later on. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the look of the store. So I've had a little bit of a play around with this off camera just to see and have a look at some of them. I'm not going to bother changing the entrance because this just changes the position of the entrance, which at the moment, the entrance position. I'm not going to change the entrance position because this just moves it up and down like so. And whilst I want it about there, smack bang in the middle at some point, now I'm not going to bother with that because if I was to do that, that would put it to about here somewhere, which is obviously where we've got our scales and everything else. So at the moment, until we expand again, it's not really worth doing that because that will just give us a bit more space just here. But this is just kind of dead space anyway, because this is just where I work on my checkout and use the PC. So until we move around, I'm not going to bother with that. But I am going to change the entrance. Now, I've had a look at a few of these. I think we had, at the end of Series 1, I think I ended up with this one, a nice sleek modern design. But I don't want to go with that again, because we kind of had that before. And also, it doesn't really fit my idea for having the fruit and veg outside, because there's a lot of furniture. And although I can clip through all of this and you wouldn't see it, I don't know, it just kind of looks a bit busy. I don't want all of that going on anyway. This one, not too bad. I didn't like the fact it changed the color of my sign. I don't know if I could change that back again, but I don't know if it really went with the black and orange. That one, similar again. It turns it to white. I'm not that keen. So I think I'm going to go with this one. Because actually, I do like the blue. So although we lose the black and orange, I like the blue and I like the layout of this. And it suits well to having fruit and veg outside. Although I'll have to probably go over the top of this plant here, I can utilize this end section here to put our fruit and veg on. I could clip through the bike as well, and you wouldn't see the bike. I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to select this one. I can clip through, for example, the bike, and clip through anything with these, and you wouldn't be able to see it when we've got a line of them there, so it wouldn't be too bad. But I think they look good in front of this window, to be honest. And then presumably we get either another window there or something else, but I assume it's another window there, so we can start it down there eventually. And I like the awning over the top of the fruit and veg. I think it looks quite good. So we're going to go with this entrance. As for the fruit and veg, I could put a whole line of about 4 down here. I'm tempted by that, but probably when we get this unlocked, once we unlock the next section, then I will probably do that. Until then, I don't think that's the way I'm going to go because it just looks very busy all in this area here. I think I'm just going to go with 2 inside and 2 outside. Do we want our veg or fruit outside? I think we'll put our fruit outside because it looks a little bit more enticing, in my opinion, than the vegetables. So if we put our fruit there, for example, I think that's going to catch the eye of more customers. As you're walking down the road here, you're going to go, wow, look at those pineapples. And you might actually come in. Whereas if you just see, oh, look at that shriveled old carrot, you'll just carry on walking. So everybody wants to see what looks good. So we'll go with the fruit outside. So I'm going to buy another one, and then we'll sort that out. And then I'm going to keep the veg inside in its current position, just back to back with veg replicated both sides. So we'll buy another couple of those. So buy 2 of these for $300. Stock-wise, we're doing okay. As you can see, we are probably better than normal, I would say. So we're doing well. I'm not sure how much we actually got left in the storeroom, but we're doing okay. So that's a positive. Especially because I'm going to need 12.5 grand for the next license. So, you know, that's not cheap. Now, do we want this centered in the window for now, or up to the edge? Kind of looks like it's off to one side there, doesn't it? So I think if we had this a bit more, I don't know. I mean, we could keep that plant in the middle, to be honest. I could place this about there, and we could keep the plant in the middle, which kind of adds a bit of decoration. So we've got a plant in the middle of our stuff. It'd look better if it was that plant in the center, I think. They look a little bit better like that, don't they? Just see what it's like if this was maybe starting from the window. How does that look? So this would end up through there, though, so then it's off to one side that way, isn't it? So I think I might keep that plant. I might have that start there at the kind of shop beginning. Move this up so it's about there or something like that. So then we do have the plant in the middle. We can just shimmy this up just a tiny bit. There, so we've got the plant in the middle and we've got our fruit just there. That doesn't look too bad. I think that might look okay. So we need to replicate some of this stuff. So I'm going to take these restockers off because they're going to be very annoying during this whole process. Let's turn them off, send them on a break. They can go and grab themselves a coffee while we think about what we're doing here. So, do I want them side by side? Or just replicated there and there? I think probably side by side, if I'm honest. So if we went something like that with pineapples, we're going to end up, though, having to bridge the gap, aren't we? But I guess so be it in that sense. This is side by side as I can get it. Eventually it will be properly side by side. Like when we unlock this, it probably will run side by side down there anyway. But something like that. Right, and we'll do the same again. I am so glad these things move in and out as quick as they do. It's a shame the rest of the products in the store don't share the same ability as this of loading and unloading. It would make restocking very quick, wouldn't it? Then we just need to do the same down here. So grab the tomatoes. And there we go. That should do that. So all of that is done nicely. I think that's going to look quite good out here. Like I say, it's not necessarily its finished position. We'll see how it looks as we go through the day. I might end up pushing them together to make them meet, or maybe even I don't know, maybe changing them completely. Who knows? But we'll have them there for now, and we'll see how we go. So we've got another one to do inside then. Now with this now being all veg, I think we'll move some veg to the other side. So, for example, we'll move the garlic. Have that over here. Maybe the mushrooms as well. Now, the problem, of course, you can't really go side to side here all the way across because, unfortunately, these come in 9s. So I can't side by side everything. So we're going to have a whole strip that's not side by side. But it's a bit unfortunate. Unless we went, even if we went top and down, it's just as it is, isn't it, really? I mean, eventually they'll probably, well, they will. They'll go side by side in lengthways anyway at some point. It's just they take up quite a lot of room doing that at the moment. Yeah, we'll roll with what we're doing, I think, at the moment, and then see. So these are what they're: onions, carrots, potatoes, like root vegetable kind of things. And these all kind of go together. I'm going to take the zucchinis and put them over here, I think. For now, we will get some more fruit and veg anyway, so we'll have to rearrange at some point. All right, let's put these down here. Like so. The artichokes. Something. What I'm going to do is we'll take the artichoke. I'm going to put the artichokes over here. And they're going to be the weird one that goes that way. For now. Because these are all kind of unusual things. We'll keep the root veg and the squash over that side. And then these are all of your more... I guess the zucchini is less. Or as we would call it, a courgette. I guess that's a little bit less unusual than some... I mean, not that they're unusual, but they're just not root vegetables as such. But the zucchini is a root vegetable, so that would be better over here. But then kind of, what's this? Is this... This wouldn't be classed as a root vegetable, I don't think, because it grows on this surface, but then so does a zucchini. This is the problem I go through when I'm trying to plan out my stores. Right, do we want this over here instead? Oh, I don't know. Maybe we do, because it just... I think we'll take this over here. This can be like a stew section. This is the stuff you put in a stew or in a casserole or that kind of stuff. That's over here. And the stuff that's not goes over here. That's the way we're going to roll it. We'll roll it with the old... Does it fit in a stew or a casserole? It goes in there if it does. Right, then we can have carrots. Then the onions can go on top, and then we're going to just run potatoes down the left-hand side. It's going to run like that, and then we'll just run some potatoes down here. I could use the extra slot, I suppose, as well. Because that makes sense. I think what I might do then is actually run the extra slot for squash. We can do that, and then you don't get as many squash on, I don't believe, so we'll have loads of squash down there. Right, that's all done. So the veg is done, the fruit is all done. Hopefully that will help, because we do keep running out of them, so hopefully we won't run out of them anymore. We've obviously now got a lot more space for things. I'm just going to have a quick look at what we need to purchase product-wise. Could do with some of those, so we'll get 3 of those. Don't know why that just refreshed on me. That's kind of weird, because the restockers are frozen, so it shouldn't be doing a lot, but... It moved there. We'll take 3 of those. Give those a purchase. Can only get 1 of these. That's how annoying. I can only get 1 bread, even though we need 15 of them. I just got nowhere else to put it because the in-store stock is full as well. We can... Same with those, unfortunately. And with those. And with that. And with that. How unfortunate. Could do it. This is why I need an overspill somewhere. Right, now vegetables. I'm just going to go stall. I'm going to have a look at the veg now, because obviously we can fit a lot more on. We do sell out a lot. I'm tempted to buy quite a bit of everything here, even if we don't need it, just to keep us going through the day, because they're all going to restock on the shelves now. There's a lot more shelf space. So I'm just going to buy a lot of this just to get us going. So a lot of it will be probably sat outside, and it is. That's fine. Turn the restockers back on. And we're going to open up. Hopefully get to the next level, and then and hopefully also have 12,500 by the end of the day. Whether we will or not, I'm not sure. We need to make quite a bit of cash there, but we might. We might. Well, I'd want to be more than 12. I don't want to spend all of our money on the next license. I'd like to get to about 13 or 14,000 really before doing it, because obviously I want some money for stock as well. What's going to be interesting here is there's going to be a lot of customers coming in and out, probably, because they're going to come for the fruit, and they're going to probably shop inside, then come outside for fruit, and go back inside, and the habits that they have, they'll probably come back outside again, and inside again, and outside again, because they seem to be very sporadic with their shopping, don't they? We've seen them before. They'll go, oh, I need some pineapples, and I think that's all I need from here, and let me go and get... Actually, no, I need to get some more tomatoes. I should have finished them here, and then they come back again for something else, because they don't just grab everything they need when they're in that section of the supermarket for some reason. Get some light on. But hopefully, we shouldn't sell out of fruit and veg or anything else particularly today, because we're more or less on top of everything else. You get the occasional item that we do just run dry on, but I can handle 1 or 2 missed products a day, but it was getting to the point where we were getting quite a few, and most of them were fruit and veg, so I think this should solve our problem. I did contemplate having them here, but they would come to about here somewhere. I don't like the tightness of that so much. I prefer a bit more open space to walk around, keep an eye on things. Oh, swerved me, sir. You swerved me. I thought you were my first customer. Unbelievable. Hello there, sir. That's $4.35 change for you. Thank you very much, sir. So we should get to 56 at some point in the early afternoon, I would say. What do we think? I'd say by, well, it's going to be more late afternoon, isn't it? It's going to be 4 p.m. is my guess. 4 p.m. I think we'll get to level 56. Let's see how close I am. I think I might have overestimated. Yeah, it's difficult because you don't know how many people are going to go through the self-checkouts over there. Getting close. 66 cents, thank you. 2.5 hours. Sorry for the random change there. I'm busy looking at the store level. Literally, my eyes are glued to it. I'm not even looking what I'm doing. Ooh, this is a big shop. Not that that matters for store points. I think it's just basically 5 store points per customer. You'd think for some of them, you know, when they're really like long checkouts like that one or something, you get a few more points, and maybe a few less when the guy comes in and just puts butter on or something, just one item. I think you get a bit more experience depending on products, maybe. 41.24. It's close. We've got 1 hour. How close is this going to be? Half an hour. If it does it right on the dot, I'm buying a lottery ticket, and when I win that lottery, this will probably be my final ever YouTube video. Actually, it wouldn't. I would continue making videos. This is more for fun than anything else. 64 cents. We are so close. I wonder if we'd have made it if I was a bit quicker here. Probably not. I got excited. We've still not made it. I felt like I was close there. We were 25 minutes over, but if I was a bit quicker, maybe we would have been on it. No lottery ticket for me then. $1 change. Right, let's check some stock. Actually, I should have had this on the stock screen. Any sort by storage quantity. It's actually doing quite well. We'll have a couple of these. I'm going to get a few more of those because they're the things we sell out of a lot. Other stuff's not too bad, actually. Have another look at about 8 o'clock. $1.50. So I can't quite afford the next license anyway yet. Still about $1,000 shy. So I don't think we'll be able to get it between the... Well, we could get it between the days, but I don't think I'd be able to afford the stock. I don't know. There's a lot of people still in here. I bet there's about 3 grand walking around. That's how I see my customers now, just with money above their heads. Just dollar signs to me. 115.82. Thank you. Yeah, there's got to be 3 grand walking around here, surely. Or getting on that way. Because most customers now spend around $100. 110.74. So we can afford the license. We've still got people pouring into the supermarket. So yeah, we should. I think actually we will get the license then. We'll be able to get the license and buy the new products. We might be a bit short of some stock here and there, so I'll just get the essentials that we need. Right, let's have a look now, just to make sure. For example, we could do with a couple of boxes of those, and a couple of boxes of those as well. Get those. Everything else is okay till the morning. $95.34. Thank you. $14.35. 66.97. $85.41. Okay, I think we're on the last push now, aren't we? Probably another 3 maybe will come to me, and the rest will go over there. There's still people coming in, but I think they've all just been out for the fruit outside. Have a look at that, actually, just to see how that's all been operating. Bit down on stock, but not too bad. I don't think we sold out of anything there, which is good. Or maybe we did at some point, but the ones that are empty, you see, they would have been empty and people would have been complaining. But they've always had something in the bit next to it. I think that looks okay over there. I think it might look better if it was pushed together, you know? $9.14. Thank you. Now let's close up. The self-checkouts can handle the rest. Shouldn't get anybody else coming outside. Just let this restocker do his thing. I don't know. It looks okay with the plant in the middle. It's from this angle, it looks, you know, kind of like, oh yeah, that makes sense. But I don't know. Just like from over here, I don't know if it would look better if it was pushed together. I think it probably would. You purchasing, or have you... See, the problem with having it outside, I don't know if they're coming to pick things up, or they've already paid. If we went with something more like that instead, does that look better, or does it look better with the plant in the middle? You know what? I'm really torn. I think that possibly looks a little better than having the gap in the middle. I really don't know. You'll have to let me know what you think. I mean, it's not gonna stay like this anyway. As soon as we expand, it's going down there a little bit more anyway. But right, from this angle, I think that looks better than having the gap. I quite like our new shop front. There's a bit more going on, isn't there, with the plants, the bike out the front. Then you've got your fruit there as well. It feels a bit more, I don't know, just something else going on. It's nice. Right, so are we finished in here? Has everybody paid and left? Yes, they have. How did we do? 96 satisfied. That was better, wasn't it? Look at that. We haven't had this for a few episodes. Products found expensive 2, which is a bit... I don't know what those products would be. We must still have something expensive in store then. Products not found 2, so that's not bad. 100 customers, and we made $4,500 profit, which is pretty good, considering we spent some on stock as well. The chicken is going up in price, which is always a good thing. Of course, it does cost us more to bring it in, but means we can sell it for quite a substantial amount more. 10.90, I guess. Not bad. That's a good profit increase. Right, I think I can get that license then. So it's the alcohol license. It should leave me with enough to buy some stock as well. But let's see. Now, I can go around to the wholesalers and get some of this stock cheap, couldn't I? But most of it is not that expensive. Apart from the Tide, most of it is... Well, and the baking, I suppose. But it's not bad. No, having said that, and the Angel Soft is also $65. We can get some of these. That's not too bad. It's only $142, and that's cleared those off. But the dishwasher tablets as well, they're expensive. I might go to get some Tide and some dishwasher tablets. We'll pick up some of these while we're there as well. I'll suck it up for these, because we're not necessarily going to be heading that way. And we'll get some of that as well. So we've got those. As we sweep around, I'll go and get the alcohol, I think, from the wholesaler. So as we sweep round to do that, I'll pick these up as well. So, we need to get the license for this one right here. The reason I went for that one and not this one is I don't have a freezer space at the moment, and I'm not sure where we're going to put the freezers. So we're leaving that one for now. So the next one we get might be this one, or I might go straight in for... That's actually level 63, so probably this one. Then with a shift around, we are due perhaps an expansion, so we might expand and then we'll have room for that potentially anyway. But if not, I might just work towards getting... I think that's the final... Yeah, that's the final... what are they? All fruits, I think? Or fruit and vegetables? Yeah, all fruits, I think. So we'll just get all of those and put those outside or something. And then work on... And then when we have room, go for that there. So we're cracking on through this now, aren't we? We've not got too many more. I mean, they're going to take a lot of level requirement and saving up for, but we've not got too many more of those. Right. So I'm going to get these from the wholesaler, because I think, and I'm right, these are going to be expensive. The Stella, not so much, but everything else is a fortune. So, time for a drive. I could take an online order or two while we're out. So let's throw away this existing stuff that I can never get rid of. Right, Luca Cox. Let's fill up a order for Luca. Anything else from here? The honey. And then he wants some Sprite. And some Mountain Dew. I've more or less, we have got one water, which has only got 2 in it. Can that go? I don't think it can. Oh, why didn't somebody come and buy these? That's annoying. What I could do is take these 2 out, put those in there, keep on with these, get rid of that. There we go. So we've got 2 waters on us I'll have to get rid of at some point, but I can put those in there, that's fine. So then we can got space for another soda down there now. So that's that done. Right, where was I? I was in the middle of getting some lasagna, which is over here. I can go in there. Next, John Graves, some watermelon. Small sushi. Some bleach. Mayonnaise. Oh, they're the only 2? Oh, okay. Well, there are only 2, so we'll sort those as well. I suppose I ought to get some signs at some point, didn't I? Because although we are going to expand a little bit more here and there, the general layout is going to stay the same as it is. How much is a sign? Where do we get those from? Are they in furnitures? Probably are, aren't they? There we are, signs. 150 a go. Not now, but we will. I think we'll start looking into that because, yeah, like I say, I think the general layout of these will stay the same. They'll just either move slightly further that way and slightly further that way, depending on the size of store. But the general layout of those will stay the same. Right, where are we heading? John Graves is handily placed right where we need him for getting some alcohol and some cleaning products. So we'll head up to Luca first and then swing back around. There you go, Luca. Right, so we need all of the new stuff, and I want 2 of each. So we'll get a couple of wines. We'll get a couple of very expensive, what are they, whiskeys, brandies? I'm not entirely sure. A couple of those. What else is new? This is new. They're all the same. That keg is new. So we've got another keg to come then, by the looks of it. Wasn't there something else? I thought we had like bottles of Stella or something. Where is that? Is that not it? Oh, there it is. Staring me in the face. I think that's everything then, isn't it? So we had the Stella, we had the Bacardi, we had the Blue Moon, we had Yuengling traditional lager or something along those lines. And then we've got whatever that is, because unfortunately I can't see its label. And then we have that. I think that was all of those. Uh-oh. Somewhere in here there's an online order that has been... Oh, there it is. It has been squished. It's fine. I was going to give that to John before we actually damage it. He's over here somewhere. standing outside patiently watching us do our shopping before he gets his. I can see you, John. Here it is, safe and sound. Right, so then we'll call in here and we'll get some finish and we'll get some of that. Is there anything else while we're in here? Shampoo is fine. Oh, it's the Tide, wasn't it? The Tide. Down while we do it. I knew there was something else. Trunk is full. Oh, come on, game. I'm sure I could fit another thing in there. Even open the door, put it on the back seat. I'm not going to be able to throw this very far, but if I line it up to about there, we can push them home. I can throw small boxes, but I don't think if I take a small box off, it's not going to allow me to have a big box. Let's try and line up. Why is he stopped there? They don't usually care, to be honest with you. If you put a box in the way, they just drive through it normally. It's a bit weird. The first time that I can think where they've not just driven straight through my boxes that I've left all over the street. Hopefully we've hoovered one up. I think we have. Try and get the other one. Oh, he's coming to... Wow, he's coming to get that. That's a surprise. I didn't think he would come that far. I wonder where the threshold is, then, of how far they'll travel to fetch a box. And if I'd have kept moving that further and further away, do you think he'd have just walked around the entire map to go and get it? I really didn't think he'd go that far. Right. Now, they will not have a clue what to do with these, but they will, as we found out in the previous episode, start moving them around anyway. So, let's let them unpack some of the other stuff. Is he taking that? Isn't that the wine I just bought? I guess it can't have been because he's just done something with it. There it is. What are they doing? They're putting this on. They shouldn't be doing that. Why are they putting stuff? I mean, in a way, I guess it's helpful, but it's not really helpful. They shouldn't be doing that. I'm pretty sure I had that turned off in the settings. So they shouldn't. They should only use labeled racks. Oh, but Restocker 4 doesn't know that. Oh, no. Watered by Restocker number 4. Oh, Restocker number 4. He's messed my system up. Because he's been taking those boxes inside. And now he's got stuck in the truck. And now he's confused. He's like, well, I was just doing my job. And now he's confused. He's stuck in the truck. Well, that's annoying. I didn't want him to do that. Right. So. I'll put the wine... Yeah, I'll put the wine here. Doesn't really matter, does it? I'll put the wine there. It means that I'm going to have to buy more of this stuff to put, because then I should have turned them off. That's what I was going to do. I was going to turn them off to stop them from restocking from the curb. And then put everything on. So we'll do that anyway, but I think it's too late. The ship has sailed. Why is there a box of Finish dishwasher tablets there? Are you stealing that, or are you purchasing it at a staff discount or something? Why is this here? I'm watching you. Keeping it for himself. Right, so they've taken all of my... Well, not all of it, but most of my alcohol and placed it on some shelves, so we'll have to go and find it from somewhere. Right, these kegs... So I double did the kegs. Should we do with these? For now, I'm going to just do that with them. But we will rearrange this. But just to get them on the shelves, I'm going to do that, and then we'll rearrange. I know we've got to find some more of the alcohol then. So they've been placing it probably everywhere, including the... Was that sushi here already? I guess it must have been. I think restocking number 4 has been messing up the stock room, hasn't he? Because he's been like that since I got him. So we've had him for a couple of episodes now. And I forgot to do that. So he's been coming in here and he's probably been messing the storeroom up behind everybody's back. That's not good. To be fair to him, he didn't know. He didn't know the rules, but yeah, he's you've been doing it, haven't you? Yeah. You've been restocking everything behind everybody's back in the wrong spots. And now it's... I mean, it was a mess anyway. I didn't know where anything... Well, I knew where a lot of it was, actually, to be fair. But I don't know where everything is. But, yeah, he's moved stuff. I know he has. Ah, it's Grand Mariner. In that case, this is more of a top shelf item, isn't it? The Grand Mariner. Well, we haven't really got a top shelf available, so it can go down here. $22.40 we'll charge for this. All right, so what else did we buy? We bought some Stella somewhere. Who knows where that is? Do you see any bottles of Stella anywhere? Got this. I don't know where the Stella's gone. It can't be far away, because we don't have that many empty spots everywhere. I'm just going to throw these on, as I said, and then 13. I think I'll just buy some more Stella. 1305. Why is it not letting me type in any numbers whatsoever? 1305. Thank you very much. Right. So I think it's just the Stella we're missing, which is going to be a bottle that goes in the fridge anyway, which is annoying because we've only got that little fridge over there for our bottled beer. So I might have to buy another fridge for bottled beer, which could go here, actually. For some more bottled beer, but I don't know where they've put, or restocker number 4 has put my Stella. So rather than go hunting for it, I think I'm just going to buy another one, and because it's a cheap one anyway. There's somewhere that I don't know where it is. So let's get ourselves another one of those, and now it has disappeared, but at least we've got it in there. I'll get the other alcohol again at some point. Right, that's going to be... Oh, it's just gone in storage, hasn't it? Oh, I don't believe it. I don't know where it's gone. I have to buy it again now. Where is it? Here it is. Right, I want another one of these, but I do not want you to place it in storage. And we're also going to have to get ourselves a fridge. I think I'll just get a tall fridge like this then, to be honest. We could get another one of these, but I don't really... I don't know if I want to have beer and stuff like over there with all the food. I think I'd rather always have it in a separate section. So either like here, so we can have this now as a tall one, which I think I might do instead of the small one. And maybe we could put some other things in the small one. So maybe we could put some like Coke or something in there. Do we have any canned stuff coming later? We generally do, don't we? Let's have a look just before... Well, we've got some more. A keg there, 12-pack of beer. More of that stuff. Soda 6-pack. There we go. So we have got, yeah, we've got Coke 6-pack and things. So they're like the cans, aren't they? So they could go in there just by the door or something at some point. We could have this for beer, or we could keep that by the checkout and have this over here, which is what we might do. Something like that, maybe. And if that really goes. Or we can have fridges just here, of course. With the beer in, just as you're leaving. We could go something like that if I turn that into a tall fridge, or we buy another double or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just going to price it so I don't forget. And I think we will leave this video here. So in the next video, we'll decide what to do with this, whether to have... I quite like having that little fridge on the end of my checkout, to be honest. So I might put that back over there and then have a double fridge over there that has beer and stuff in it like that. Or maybe at the end of the aisle would be, but maybe not this end of the aisle. But once we expand, have it this end of the aisle. So it all goes. Something along those lines. And I think we'll also rearrange this stuff as well. So we'll have our spirits will all go on one. So I'll probably put the Grand Mariner up the top or something like that. We'll charge $13.75 for this. So we'll put our Grand Mariner up the top there, then probably our Smirnoff and then Bacardi underneath, or the other way around or something like that. Then we'll have the kegs, and then we'll put our beer and wine just on there for now until we do something else with them. I just wanted to get everything on and priced so I didn't forget. Because that sounds like something I would do. Right, I think that will do us then. So we've got that. So we'll have a bit of a rearrange in the next one with the alcohol and get it all as I want it, and then we'll see from there. So we've got under $2,000 now, so we're a bit poor. We've not got a lot. I'll buy some necessary stock. I'll go through that in a moment. Make sure I've got some necessary stock. So we might start the next video with even less money once we've got some necessary stock purchased. So then it's just be a case of building up, and then we'll see what we can do over the course of the next video or two. I think I'll say goodbye in here for a change. So if you have enjoyed this video, make sure you leave it a like, consider joining and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you for another video very soon.